Midwest, but for now, it's a great afternoon for football at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Set, ready, from right, 18 Gator.
On first down, Fields. Well, he's going to take a shot into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Me and you all day. 59!
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell.
He's checking.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check 3. Check 26, check 11.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Check 31.
At the 38-yard line.
Undercrutch. Kill.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Bring it. Go. 31's the mic.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
31's the mic.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On the ready. The mic.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Woo! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
He's coming, double up. Check, take, ready.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready, ready. 60 yards. That's Mike. I'm coming. Short.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Come on.
2nd and 3. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, let's go. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hurry.
Hey, turn it up.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Watch the pass. 31.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New Orleans.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. These two teams all tied after one.
Waiting. 56. I'm coming after you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. To throw is Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
No. Check three.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. That's complete. It's Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
250. Let's go, D. 22. Alert 3. Hey, let's go.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over
All
first
day,
and 10
baby. Let's go.
at their own
Let's go.
45-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Joe Mixon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Second and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, Fields. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now after the loss, they come up 2nd and 11 from the 19-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Bang, 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 bang. Alert flare, alert flare.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch, switch.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Set, ready. 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Larry. No chance.
To throw on second down, Fields. And this one caught by Beasley. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
From the gun, Fields. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. drive. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That pick hurts a little extra because it was third down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker.
So first thing crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check it out, read. Check. Check. Yeah, Jerry. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that?
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down in the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now they run with Mixon. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Mixon. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
On 2nd down, Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Allen Lazard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Again, it's Mixon. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
31's the mic. I hope you take you.
From the gun, Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
49, check 49, check 49.
To throw again, Fields. Buying time to his left. Then he finds Beasley, complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Fields. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. A loss of 2 there, second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
You got nothing. Hey, 54.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Got an open man, it's Ratley. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw on third down, Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second and 13.
Come on, set. Time to end it. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Fields. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, and it'll bring up third down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 33. Mike 6.
On fourth down, Fields. And that's caught by Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
Check three.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
You got it.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tavecchio good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he connects with Ebron. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And it's Michel once again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
31's the mic.
Let's make these big.
22, Jet, Bama. 22, Jet, Bama.
Wait, man, hold on.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Switch small. 31.
On 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line.
Mike. Set. 280. 69.
Watch the slant.
20 hot.
55 to Mike. Check. 50.
Stafford going to throw it. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, eat. Come off the ball.
Again, it's Williams. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Damian Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
scores